Alright everybody, welcome back to another video, and today, or this evening rather, what I have for everyone is my unboxing and first impressions of the Moto G9 Power. Now this is the international variant that I was able to pick up from Amazon for a crazy good price, a little bit over $135 plus change, and for that, I was able to get the device in used, good condition, and a case. Alright? And as you can see right here, this is a Amazon refurbished device here. So you can see, thank you. You have purchased a device to give it a second life, pretty much. Alright? So, let's get into this, man. We're not going to waste any time. I'm going to unbox the device. We're going to unbox the third-party case that I picked up for it. And then I'm going to get into my first impressions on this device. Now, this is the international version of this device, meaning that it is GSM unlocked. So this will not work with CDMA carriers. So Verizon, no good. Sprint, no good. Okay, T-Mobile, yeah. AT&T, yeah. Any of their MVNOs, it's gonna work. All right, and in particular, I'm interested to see if this is gonna work with my free up mobile AT&T SIM, because you guys know my main two carriers are Straight Talk Verizon and then free up mobile AT&T. So I'm interested to see if this is gonna work out, and if it does, that means I will be rocking the Moto G Power 2020 with the main SIM, and the secondary SIM will have the Moto G9 Power. So we will be rocking Moto devices exclusively. So I'm hoping that this works out really, really nice. Okay? That being said, let's get into the unboxing. But first, let me give y'all some key specifications as to why this device caught my eye. Right? So this bad boy has a 6,000 milliamp hour battery. I'm going to do my research and verify if that is the actual battery size. You know how I do. I'll let y'all know the actual battery size in the full review. But this also has a 6.8 inch 720p plus display. So this display is the same size as the LG V60. Alright? Granted, the LG V60 was a 1080p display. This is a 720p display, so it is what it is. Alright? Those are pretty much the two key specifications as to why this device caught my eye. Alright? Everything else, we're going to kind of go through it as we go through the unboxing. So cracking the box here. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have already previously unboxed the device. We cut all the tape. As y'all can see, we did go through the initial setup, drop everything out to the home screen, and I did also set up the fingerprint sensor. But other than that, I haven't done anything with the device. Okay? And you can also see, and I was pleasantly surprised to see this, that it did come with its own silicone case. Alright? So I went through the trouble of purchasing a third-party case. Let me pop this off, because here in the US, if you purchase the US versions of Moto devices, so you can see we got a pretty basic silicone TPU clear gel skin case. But if you go through the trouble of purchasing the Moto devices in the US, we don't get a case in the US. So I figured, let me just pick up a third-party case just to be safe. Alright, but y'all can see, here's the back of the device. You can see this is where Moto decided to implement that new camera layout. We got the fingerprint sensor up a little bit higher, still with the Motorola logo embedded into it. Flipping to the bottom, we got USB Type-C. Okay, we got one of our speakers. Now, I don't know if this is a stereo speaker setup or a single speaker setup. I will verify that in the full review and as we go throughout the testing. But there's the USB Type-C. Now this bad boy supports 18 watt turbo power charging. Okay, Flipping it to the side, you can see we do have our volume rockers and our power button on the same side. So the volume rockers are on the top and the power button is a little bit further down on the device. And we do have those really nice ridges on the device, so you could really differentiate between the power and the volume rockers. Really nice touch there. And then we got that big 6.8 inch display, and y'all can see it has that Moto display on board. Let's check out the speed of the fingerprint sensor. So 3, 2, 1, and it lights right up. Check that display out, man. 6.8 inches, 720p plus display. All right. Now I do believe this has a screen density of 263 pixels per inch because it's 720p. But man, does it look good. Nice and vibrant and bright. So good stuff there, indeed. Now also in this video, I'm going to go ahead and verify that this device is GSM unlocked. I will try out my AT&T free up mobile SIM a little bit later on in the video. But let's slap the case back on it and let's put the device down and see what else comes in the box. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and try on the third-party case. I'm going to walk through the software on the device, give y'all my first impressions, let y'all see the included apps that come on the device, and then we're going to wrap the video up. So let's rest the device off to the side here. Y'all can see it's right here. Put it off to the side right here. And let's see what else we get. So we do have our booklets here, right in here, buried in here. And it also does have our SIM removal tool in there as well. But we have a bunch of SIM removal tools, so we're not going to use that. But that does come in here. So really nice to see that. Throw this off to the side. Then we have a USB-A. Okay, you can see it right there. USB-A to USB Type-C cable right there. Now I have a bunch of high quality cables, so we probably won't use this one. And then we have a turbo power charging brick here. Y'all can see, got that Motorola logo right there. So we do got a turbo power charging brick right here. Now this I will probably use, because I have turbo power bricks all over my crib here, so I can guarantee we will probably use this one. Basic turbo power charging brick here. And that's pretty much everything that comes in the box. Let's rest this off to the side because, as I said, we will indeed use this. So I'm rest it over there. And let's rest the box off to the side now. Cable and all. And I gotta say, this included case fits perfectly on the device. Alright, now I do also want to say that it does cut down on the grip. Now, I don't know what type of material, let me pop this off, Moto is using on the G9 Power here, but it does have a nice texture to it. Now it is kind of slippery, so it's not as smooth, as grippy as I thought it would be, but it does have a nice texture here. And I know if I tilt it on the camera, you can kind of see it. Not really. And, you know, this is in pretty good condition. For a used, good condition device, it's not perfect. There are a little bit of scratches down here. But all in all, it does look really, really good, man. I can't complain. Can't complain at all. So once again, let's rest the device down. And now, let's try on the third-party case. Then we're going to do an initial walkthrough of the software. I'm going to verify the available storage out of the box for y'all. And then we're going to wrap the video up. And I will jump straight into verifying if it is GSM unlocked. So we're going to try out our AT&T free up mobile SIM. But y'all know what type of case this is. It's a Moto device, man. Y'all know I'm a big Moto fan. So y'all know if it's a device that I'm gonna keep, bam, baby, carbon fiber time. So you already know. I'll link up this case down below in the video description. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Diamond stipple pattern on the inside. All perfect cutouts here. Nice grippy material on the back. Faux carbon fiber on the top and the bottom. You already know. Alright? Y'all know how I do. Especially if it's a device I think I'm going to keep. Y'all know I got to get my faux carbon fiber on. Let's try this on. Alright. And it goes right on there, baby. Oh, yes. I got my Macho Man Randy Savage on. Oh, yes. Looking good. Feeling good. Got that grip on there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fingerprint sensor and everything still works. Alright, man. Let's go. So now I just want to verify it for y'all that I have nothing signed in on this device. So if I swipe over, asking me to sign into the Play Store. Okay. If I click into the Play Store, please sign in with your Google account. And if we swipe down, please sign in with your Google account to finish the setup. Okay. And then it's talking about the Moto gestures, the navigation gestures, pretty much the basic Google swipe gestures here. And y'all can see I did fully charge the device. So you can see it's at 99%. Now it's been sitting in the box pretty much all day. I received this early this afternoon, but I had a bunch of running around to do. So I charged it up, put it back in the box to give y'all that real unboxing feel. So you can see for sitting all day, it's only lost 1%. That's pretty good. All right. And now let's get into all the applications that come on the device. So this is the stock setup. So you see we got the Google folder. All the applications that come on there. Google Duo, the Motorola application, and this will take you through all the Moto actions and gestures, Moto display, the gaming mode, all that good stuff is here in the Moto application. Okay. Alright, Google Photos, Play Store, Stock Dialer, Stock Messenger, a quick shortcut to the Google application. Alright. Chrome browser, the new camera icon here. So the new camera application is here. We're not going to allow location. So it's going to walk you through the camera setup. Not now. Pretty much know how the new camera setup is going to be. We are a veteran to Moto devices. So really good stuff there. Now, talking about the camera array, we do have a primary 64 megapixel shooter, a 2 megapixel macro, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and our flash. Now, this bad boy is packing the Snapdragon 662 octa-core processor and the Adreno 610. So this bad boy cannot shoot in 4K. It can max out at 1080p, 30 FPS. Okay, no more, no less. So it's a 64 megapixel primary on the rear and a 16 megapixel secondary on the front. This also does 1080p at 30 FPS. Alright, no more, no less. Now, I'm just going to call this a one camera device because I'm not going to use the macro sensor and we're not going to use the depth sensor. So Motorola could really, y'all could have just chucked these out the window. What we really want to see here is a primary and an ultra wide. Okay, if they're going to include more than one camera, it needs to be a primary good shooter and an ultra wide good shooter. Okay, all the extra stuff is fluff. Macro sensor, what for? If you have a good ultra wide sensor, it can double as a macro sensor. Okay, depth sensor, what for? If you're rocking the stock Google APKs, that can all be done with software. So why are you including these secondary cameras that don't really do anything? Come on, Motorola. 16 megapixel front-facing camera. That's pretty much standard. That's the same size front-facing camera we got on the Moto G Power 2020. Alright, let's continue on with the software walkthrough here. So we got settings. We got Google Pay. This does have NFC on board. Google Calendar. And that's it for the home screen setup. Jumping into the app drawer. Y'all can see we really don't have much here. Google Music. Play Movies. We're going to uninstall that one. Don't really use that. Google Maps. Google Pay again. Settings. Files Go. OneDrive or Google OneDrive. Alright. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Gmail, so on and so forth. So really not any bloatware applications. And that's one of the reasons that I like Motorola devices, especially if you buy them unlocked. They're not going to come with a lot of bloatware on them. It's just going to come with essentially the stock Google applications and maybe FM radio, as you can see right there. And that's about it. So really not too much on here. So now let's jump into the settings and see what type of storage we're working with here. So y'all can see we do have the 128 gigabyte variant. So out of the box, the system is using up 13% or 17 gigabytes out of the 128 gigabytes. And y'all can see we have nothing on the device. So the only thing taking up space is the system image, 17 gigabytes. 17 gigabytes used, 13% of the 128. Okay? And if we jump out, that means that we have 111 gigs free. Now we do have micro SD card expansion, and you can make that micro SD card adaptable expandable storage. So if you want to, you can go get a cheap 128 gigabyte Samsung SD card or a cheap 256 Samsung SD card and really expand your storage that way. I really do like the fact that Motorola keeps including the micro SD card expansion. And honestly, if you're looking for a quality micro SD card, I would recommend you roll with the Samsungs. I'll link up the recommendations down below in the video description. Alright, let's go ahead and set up the display now so it doesn't time out on us. So right now it has the brightness at 71%. We're going to leave that. Display color mode, it has it on saturated. I like to rock it on natural. Makes it look a little bit more normal to me. Default font size, default display size. Okay. Alternative display. Okay. Here we go. Screen timeout. Push that up to 30 minutes. Bam. And you see it's giving me the tutorials for the alternative display. We're going to get into all that stuff later. And yeah, man. And now this bad boy does come with AC Wi-Fi. So you got access to your 2.4 gigahertz band and your 5 gigahertz band Wi-Fi as well. So good stuff there. Let's check the software version real quick that we're running on here. So if we jump into security, y'all can see we're rocking the May 1st, 2020 security patch. And if we jump in a little further, y'all can see there probably is a system update available, but there is no Wi-Fi connected at this time. Alright, so let me just verify the version here real quick. So if we jump out and we jump into about and we go down to version, y'all can see right here we are running Android 10. So let me show y'all right here. We are running that Android 10 right there, okay? So, but I do believe there might be a software update to bring us up to Android 11. But I kind of like Android 10 because it does things like put the screenshot button embedded into the power button. So if I press and hold, now I could take the screenshot there. As opposed with Android 11, it moves the screenshot button into the recent apps section. And I don't really understand why Google decided to do that, but it is what it is. Anyways, that pretty much goes through the initial software on the Moto G9 Power. And I gotta tell y'all, first impressions, it seems to be really, really good. Now, it seems to be very smooth as well, but there's nothing loaded on here yet. So I will let y'all know about the performance over time. But I gotta tell y'all, even though it's a 720p display, it looks really good. I can't complain. Alright? So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and pop my SIM out of my Pixel 2 XL right here. and we're going to verify that this is GSM unlocked and verify that it does work on AT&T, and then we'll bring the video to a close. But that pretty much does it for the majority of the talking. So let me give y'all the traditional closeout right here before we move on to the next part of the video. So as always, if you guys and gals enjoyed this video and or you found it helpful, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you'd like to see more content like this, please feel free to subscribe and hit that subscribe button down below. And please make sure you click the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. Alright? As always, if your interest is piqued, all the links to where y'all can pick up this device at some really great prices will be available down below in the video description. And those are affiliate links. So I do get a small percentage of kickback from those links that I do put back into the channel and giving y'all more content. And that's at no additional cost to you guys and gals. So it's a win-win for everybody. So as always, if your interest is piqued, down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals. That being said, this whole video here this evening was recorded with the primary 12 megapixel camera on the OG, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active in 720p resolution at 30 FPS with no external microphone hooked up. So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality. All your feedback, as always, is greatly appreciated. Just keep it respectful, please. Alright? Now, let's go ahead and get into the verifications. Let's go. Let me get my SIM removal tool and we'll check this bad boy out. As a matter of fact, let me get the SIM removal tool from the box because I know Moto devices use that long SIM removal tool. So let me see if I might need to use that. And here it is. And I'll tell you what, we might just use it just to be safe here. So let me pop it out. Pop it all the way out. Alright. I really do like the fact that they included pretty much all the stock accessories with the device, including a case. Alright. So now, let me go ahead and do the transfer. And I'm going to get the transfer on camera for y'all. And then I do want to let y'all know, because I'm using AT&T via FreeUp Mobile, I will have to go ahead and sideload the APNs. So it's not going to pick up the APNs directly after I put the SIM in, because it's a sub-carrier of AT&T. Now, if it was a primary carrier for AT&T's network, it would automatically preload itself, but because it's a sub-carrier, it's not going to. So let's go ahead and pop the FreeUp Mobile SIM out of here. Put that in the tray. Bam. Pop that out. Bam. And there's our SIM. Sorry, Pixel 2 XL, you served us well, but it's time to put the SIM in a new device. So let's put this back on, put our Pixel 2 XL off to the side. And you know, if this gets to be too long, I might accelerate it for y'all and keep the regular audio so y'all can hear me talking. Alright everyone, and so now I am back, and you can see I programmed the correct APNs for Free Up Mobile AT&T, and it automatically started trying to finish up the updates. Alright, so you can see we do have the Android 11 software update available. It does want us to finish the setup by installing more applications. You can see it is updating the Play Store. So what I want to do here is I want to jump in, because I don't want to do anything just yet. I want to jump into the Play Store here. Actually, I'm not signed in, so it's not actually going to be able to do anything just yet. Yeah, because I'm not signed in, so I don't have to worry about that. But here, let me just clear out for y'all. So, clear it out. And you can indeed verify that LTE data is working. So you can see, got that 4G LTE up in the corner with the data symbol up there. It's kind of faint, but it is up there. And now let's get on the web browser, which I did clear out. And I pulled up YouTube, and you see it pulled up YouTube and loaded it up. But let me do that again for y'all. So let's back up to there. Let's clear it out. And let's do it again. So boom, pulls up Google Chrome, and let's go to YouTube. And it loads right up. And that's all over 4G LTE. So I can indeed verify now that this is GSM unlocked, and it does work on AT&T. Okay, and it's subcarrier. This is a subcarrier of AT&T. This is Free Up Mobile AT&T. So we can verify that that does indeed work. Alright, so real quick verification. Now, as I said, if that ended up to be a little bit too long, I will fast forward it and keep the audio. But real quick unboxing, real quick first impressions, real quick GSM unlock verification for the Moto G9 Power. Alright, now we're going to put this through the full review process, and I'm going to release the content as I finish it. Hope you guys and gals enjoyed. Hope y'all found it helpful, and I will catch everyone in the next one. Have a good one, y'all. We are out of here. Peace.